Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Lost Love Stories. I'm Pam Baker, your host, and today we are doing something a little bit differently because I have two guests instead of one, and also they're here with me in the room if you're watching, instead of being on some computer somewhere in some other state or country. And today I have my daughter and my niece, and we decided that we wanted to come on here and talk a little bit about Father's Day because Father's Day is one of those hard, very hard holidays. And as we're recording this, Father's Day was just 2 days ago. So it's very fresh. We were together, Sabrina, my daughter, and who's Beanie, everybody calls her Beanie, and my niece, Halle, who's basically my daughter. We were all together at the lake, which was my husband's favorite place in the whole world. And it was a great place to spend the day, but it was also a hard day. And so as we kind of went through all of the emotions of our day, I thought, you know what, maybe we should come on and talk about it because it's one of those things that I think no matter how much time goes by, you just don't know how to prepare for it. You don't know how to handle it, and you don't know what your emotions are going to be when the time comes. So, Beanie was actually a guest on a previous episode a while back. And this is her second time on the show and Hallie's first time. So I'm just going to have them share a little bit about their own story so you get to know them in case you didn't hear Beanie's first. And then you get to know a little bit about Hallie. So Beanie, come and introduce yourself.
Okay, so I'm Beanie. My dad got diagnosed when I was 12,
Glioblastoma.
glioblastoma, yeah, and then he passed away when I was 16 in 2021. And we did basically everything together. I mean, he introduced me to volleyball, and that was like the sport that I played for my whole life, basically. And yeah, we just did like everything together basically from volleyball to daddy-daughter dates to being at the lake and just spending time together, like watching bats or watching the sunset or anything. We were really, 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 really close. And yeah, so
Hmm. And Hallie is a unique perspective. And I really think it's important for her to be on here because she's got a perspective and you'll hear her story, but um, just unique. And I think it's one of those relationships that kind of gets lost in the sauce a little bit when these father type of relation or holidays come up. And people don't really think about or consider how it impacts other people in the family dynamic. So I want to share a little bit about who you are and what your story is.
yeah. So our family, or our moms at least, we're extremely close. Like, we've always been at least 5 minutes away from each
Yeah.
other, or
At
at
most,
most 5
yeah.
minutes away. Now we're in the same house, so it's just like
It's
we
even better.
can't get any closer.
5 seconds.
But
Two staircases, and that's still too much.
but Father's Day has always been a unique holiday. I don't want to say hurtful necessarily, but it always kind of brought up emotions I couldn't exactly pinpoint what they were. But my father was never a part of my life. I never met him, but May of 2025 he actually got diagnosed with glioblastoma just like my uncle. Um and then passed in August of 2025, but other besides the point of that. My uncle kind of naturally stepped in as my father figure throughout my life, and with us being so close all the time, obviously, that just is, like, I don't know, it was the best thing for me, honestly, and he just I guess Father's Day in the past, I never had to really think about my biological father, it felt like, because we were always celebrating Uncle John at the lake, and I called him my Uncle Daddy.
Mhm.
Like, he did so
It's
like,
a
I
lot
don't know.
more than an uncle.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and he also introduced me to volleyball, which I played from 5th grade till my senior year that just ended. So, um, he's taught me literally everything. Um, all of our water sports and stuff like that.
Yeah.
We just did everything together. I was a 5th child for the Bakers.
Mhm.
So, it
You're the
was
6 'cause
yeah,
your
okay,
brother.
yeah. I guess
Don't
Cameron's
forget your
before
brother.
me, but no, but, um, I don't know. It was honestly great having my uncle, and it felt like not a distraction from my biological father on Father's Day, but just, like, something else I could have gratitude towards. So
Yeah, that's good.
Thank you.
Really good. Well, we were at the lake and we just had the girls there, which was kind of amazing. And we Beanie actually whipped up a batch of greenies,
Of
which
course.
was John's signature family
Yeah.
cocktail. And we were on the dock and I don't know, it suddenly hit us and then we were crying. And it was one of those things that we were totally fine, and then we weren't. And it was inexplainable. What's the word? Unexplainable? Because I don't know.
That's a good
It
point.
really was. It wasn't even like a song hit or anything. It was just like, oh, damn, today's
We
Father's
were
Day.
yeah, Halle and I were down at the dock before you came
Uh-huh.
too, and we had a little moment. I don't even remember. We just, like, hugged, and then we
And
didn't
then we were
stop
like,
hugging, and then
"Oh."
my stomach started doing
There
the
was tears flowing,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
But, yeah.
Yeah. So let's talk about that. Like, it's one of those things you can't really plan for. You don't really know what's going to happen. You don't really know when it's going to hit you. So, that's why I really wanted to talk about this with you guys because what are some things like I know, we post on Instagram. I posted something about you guys being on the water, and that's our way of celebrating. And to your dismay, I posted. Um, and and
okay.
uh, but you guys do your own things where that's concerned. So, what are some things that you have found over these last 4 years of losing your dad and your uncle daddy, that people have said to you that you might find really helpful? Maybe some things that people say that aren't so helpful.
Mhm.
What are some things that just as a way to help others maybe understand how to handle people who they know are missing their dad on Father's Day? Well, like some helpful tips and things that you could impart your wisdom on to others.
You go.
Okay. Something really helpful that I've heard slash learned. I guess when I heard it, it was extremely helpful because it finally put into perspective the emotions I was feeling. But learning that grief and any other emotion can coexist. So, like, obviously, we were at the lake and we were having so much fun. We're surfing, having our greenies, we had a little movie night. But then we all just like stopped and had a moment and we're like, obviously, like, we miss Uncle John so much.
Mhm.
And just like letting yourself feel those emotions and feeling joyful while also grieving somebody, I think is really important because I don't know, it's really easy to obviously just feel lost
Mhm.
in your melting pot of emotions when grieving somebody. But learning that, like, I don't know, there's a way to feel
Yeah.
different things at the same time was
Mhm.
really helpful for me.
Yeah, I mean, I think kind of going off of that, like, for a really long time, I would feel really guilty if I was sad or if I was happy when I was like, "Why would I be happy right now? Like, I should be depressed. I should be, like, feeling the worst ever because at least I get to, like, be alive and, like, I don't" whatever. But I think finding the joy and, like, actually still celebrating them or, like I mean, like, what we did, we went out on the boat, we had our greenies, we, put some Jack Johnson on, like, it
Mhm.
was great, and we were just, like, doing all the things. It is really easy, I feel or not necessarily easy, but it can be easier to try to distract yourself from it and pretend it's not happening. Because there has been years that I've done that, and I'm just like, "Oh, it's just another day," like, don't go on Instagram, don't go on anything, and then just pretend that it's not actually happening, but I think really actually celebrating them and, like, even though he's not still here, I think it was a lot better that way. Because then
Yeah.
I mean, it is still Father's Day, and
Right.
he deserves to still be celebrated, so
Yeah.
that was really nice.
I love that. I think it's hard too, and I would love to get your perspective because me as the mom, I'm always wondering how I should handle it. Should I
Mhm.
bring it up? Should I say anything?
Yeah.
Should I recognize the day? What if they don't even know what day it is and I bring it up and that makes them sad?
Mhm.
And so I always feel like I don't know what to do,
Yeah.
whether it's Father's Day or his birthday. Those are the two big
Mhm.
ones. And I never know if I'm making things worse or making it better or me being like, a calming presence in the potential emotional storm
Mhm.
or like triggering it.
Yeah.
So, what are your thoughts on that as like s- to the moms out there or or the dads to the parents who have lost
Mhm.
their mom?
I think acknowledging it is always better than not. Like, I mean, not necessarily this isn't really from, like, a parent perspective, but my roommate was the only person who texted me this year, and usually, like, a couple people text me, and, like, it made me so happy, and it, like, made me feel like I was, like, actually being thought of and, like, stuff like that, so I think even though like, even sometimes, like, even on dad's birthday this year, halfway through the day, I had been thinking about it all week, but then the day actually came, and then halfway through the day, I actually realized what day it was, and then I was like, "Oh, shit." I was like, "Oh my god." But, like, it's not something I think you should actively try to avoid bringing up or anything because even if, like, it is like that and then you remember and then you do kind of feel some type of way about it, it's like those are emotions that I feel like you it's good to feel.
Yeah.
It's not a bad thing just to, like, be sad or, like, have some type of feelings towards it.
Yeah, I think the other thing with that is, like, it was an unspoken rule, I'd say, or not rule, but goal in our
Mhm,
family after Uncle John passed away to keep his memory alive, and
mhm,
obviously we do that every single day in so many things, like,
mhm,
whether there's, like, an event like Smokies happening or, like,
mhm,
just anything just in our, like, day-to-day lives and things like that. I think just celebrating them in a way because even if you don't like, from a parent's perspective, if you don't bring up the day, I feel like it's gonna hit the kids at some point.
mhm.
So then
And also then it makes us feel like you're not there for us.
Mhm.
yeah.
So it's I at least for me, I, like, because 'cause I'm not gonna be like, "Oh, hey, by the way, I'm sad because it's Father's Day."
Yeah.
Right.
Like, if it doesn't get brought up to me, then I'm not bringing it up to other people
Mhm.
because, like, I also don't want people to, like, feel pity on me or anything like that. I'm just like, "Whatever," and then that's when I just kind of distract myself because if I can't talk about it and somebody
Mhm.
else doesn't bring it up, then, like, I'm not gonna be the one bringing it up,
Yeah.
so.
I think acknowledging it is always the best thing and
Mhm.
always finding a way to celebrate the person. Like, on Uncle John's birthday one year, we ordered all of his favorite food, and then
Mhm.
we had, like, chocolate pie and all that stuff, so, I don't know, that also just brings more light into the day,
Mhm.
I'd say, because obviously it's easy to just kind of dig yourself a hole and
Yeah,
get lost in your
I
emotions.
think
Yeah.
that's true. And I do think it is beautiful to honor them and celebrate them and just really take that time to remember them.
Mhm.
What about the thing like I sent you all that Instagram thing about the fathers in heaven?
Mhm.
I mean, nobody said anything to me. Did that not land?
Wait, I thought I hearted it.
I think you hearted it. That's all I got.
I did I not heard it? I think I
Well,
was also when you first posted that, that's when we were having our little moment, and I was like, "I wanna read this shit right now." And then, cause I was like and then I, like, read it later, and then I was, like, sad about it, and then but, like, I did read the whole thing, but I was like, "Damn." It's just kind of, like,
Because I can't
upsetting.
remember. It said something like,
it was like they're, like, with you with whatever you're doing
Yeah.
up
because
there or
sometimes you need to
something.
call them into you or something like
Right.
calling.
I actually okay, I actually did that when I went upstairs to go
Uh-huh.
make the greenies.
Uh-huh.
I made my greenie, except when, the machine was doing whatever, I went outside and I just had a minute out on the porch and I, like, talked to him, which I usually I have my notes, I usually just type in my notes. Um, but I actually, like, said it out loud and I was like it was because of that.
Oh, good.
Yeah, I forgot that that's why I did that, but I wanted to have, like, a moment with him, and then I went and kissed the picture of him
Of all the
with the
greenies.
greenies, and then I went and dumped my greenie into the picture, but,
Uh-huh.
yeah, so I think, like, doing stuff like that is
I mean, I feel like it's just like a gentle little, I'm
Mhm.
here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here's recognizing it. I'm here
Mhm.
if you need something
Mhm.
without being super dramatic about it.
Yeah,
You
because I
know?
feel like also if you're being, like, super dramatic about it, then it's like, "Alright, bro, chill." Like, it's he wasn't even your father. Shut up.
Rude.
Who are you talking to?
Her.
Me.
Yeah,
Not you.
not you.
Oh.
No.
I'm like,
You're like, that
"Alright,
was
you can't talk to her either."
well, I know. Well, that's just y'all know how I get. Okay. Yeah.
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 And so what are some things that maybe aren't so helpful?
Okay, I kind of have trouble with that because I feel like the only people I talk to about him are, like, in the family for the most
Mhm.
part. Unless it's, like, someone I'm super close with that knows, like, in detail.
Mhm.
what happened. But I will say at the beginning when he first passed away, I went to school for some reason 2 days after, I don't know. Like, no one knows why I did that.
How long did I take to go back to school?
3 years.
Okay. I mean, kind of true.
But I was like, I was about to start crying naturally in my second period. I went to the bathroom, and the assistant principal, like, pulled me into her office, and she was like, I guess she didn't process that I had said my uncle just died 48 hours ago. Like, I'm leaving, like, I'm going home. And she's like, oh, it's okay. Have a Rice Krispie treat. And I was like,
my PE teacher
like,
said something like that too. It was the first day I went back to school, and I made it all the way halfway through the day. I was like, all right, I
I'm
made
proud
it.
of yourself.
No,
No, it was good.
It was my first day back.
It was good.
Please,
I'm
I did worse than that. Okay. But my PE teacher, I was like, I'm leaving, bro. And he's like, all right, I'll walk you to the clinic. And I was like, okay. And he walks me up and he was like, just make sure you're not using this as an excuse to get out of school.
Oh,
and I was like,
you're dead, Dad.
Yeah, I was like, I'm not. I was like, I'm about to not be here.
yeah.
Oh, God.
Just the, like,
I
think
fall
things
in the
like
not
that.
helpful category.
Yeah, well, that's what we're talking about.
Yeah, I know.
is it not?
I know.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. That
Yeah.
definitely falls.
Just like people like undermining it or
like diminishing
like,
them.
Yeah. It's okay.
Especially people
Has
who have
always
never
gotten
lost
me.
anybody at all. I'm like, I don't know why you're even opening your mouth right now. If it's not something to like lift me up, shut up.
Mm-hmm. You know, something else I think about, and there's nothing we can do about it, but oh God, I start dreading it with Father's Day is when all the Father's Day ads start coming.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
like a whole month, 5
Yeah.
weeks ahead of time. And all of the happy families on the television are celebrating.
You're like, if you
Father's
love
Day.
your dad, get him this shirt. I'm like,
My daughter's the
I literally
best person
report those
ever.
videos.
Like, I don't want to see that.
Yeah, I'm like not.
I've never
interested.
wanted to see that, and
now I
now I
really don't.
especially do.
Yeah.
I really, really don't want to see it.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
But
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's such a hard time, and obviously there are so many people who have lost their dads of all various ages. I mean, it's all over the place. There's some people who have never even met their dad.
right.
So there's so many tumultuous emotions that go into holidays like that. And I don't know, I just really just thought it would be helpful to come on and have somebody hear your perspectives, and if it helps somebody else uh figure out how to have the conversation or what to do, or walk the delicate balance of talking about it. But I don't know, I don't really have a whole lot else to say. I just really wanted to come on here. But what would you guys, any
I
final
would
thoughts?
also say, just because it is a day that like you should celebrate them more than usual or whatever, don't force yourself to like feel the emotions if you're like, because sometimes there has been days like either like sometimes it even happens on the like anniversary of the day he died,
true.
and I just like I don't want to just sit in my room and sulk and like try to make myself cry, but like if I'm gonna cry, I'm gonna let myself cry. But like there has been other times where I like try to literally just like sit and I'm like, oh, I should be depressed today. I should not do anything today. And it's like, if you're not feeling that sad, go maybe like even like this year I went to the Dolly Museum.
Oh, that's
and
right.
I mean they were supposed to have almond cake because almond cake was like this, it was this whole thing with my dad. And but we ended up going and like they didn't have it because the bakery was closed or whatever. But yeah, like doing something either to celebrate them or like you don't have to either if it is too painful, or if you're not feeling the pain that day, you also don't have to do that.
Yeah, because maybe you're just not feeling the pain, and it's not because you're hiding it or avoiding it. It's just like today's a good day.
Yeah.
Why?
And that has happened to
why
me
do that?
before where,
Yeah.
and it does also kind of make you feel like why am I not sad today? Why am I not laying in bed all day? Why am I not doing this? But it's like, that's not your vibe. It's not your vibe. It doesn't have to be just because today is Father's Day or his birthday or whatever. Like, yeah, I don't know. That's like it's not like every Father's Day looks the same, or every time his birthday comes around, it looks the same. Like, it does look different every single year, especially for me. And like I was even surprised on Father's Day when I started crying because I was like, I never usually cry
No, I
about
was too. It
this.
like hit
Yeah.
so out of the blue.
Yeah, and I was just like damn, like I don't know, but I was obviously if it comes up, then it comes up and you let it out and then
Mhm.
that's what happens. But if it doesn't, don't force yourself like, oh, I should be crying. I should be crying. Like,
Yeah.
no, you don't have to be crying just because it's
Yeah.
Father's Day. Like if it hits you tomorrow, then it hits you tomorrow.
Right.
So
Yeah.
yeah.
I think another helpful thing, at least this might be a little bit niche, I don't really know. But just like something reminding yourself of something they'd always say. So like when Uncle John first passed away, he always said, "What's your why?" And
Mhm.
I would
Not
at
when he
the
first
time.
passed away.
Okay, no,
Well,
no, no. Sorry. He didn't
worded
say
that
that.
wrong.
Before, obviously. No, his thing was always, "What's your why?"
Yeah.
And then he would, because we had some we everyone has had some volleyball troubles in their careers.
Yeah.
And I was playing at A5 when he passed away. So
Which is a club.
which is a
Yeah.
club that he
Super
coached
competitive
at.
club. Yep.
And then
This is where I first started playing out when
they
he got me into it.
put up a nice banner that said "In memory of JB." And I was like, I walked into practice one day and I looked at that and I was like, I was like, "What?" I was like, "No one told me this was going up."
Yeah.
But then that was definitely really hard, but just, like, sometimes I'll say to myself, like, "What's your why?" And then it just feels like he's kinda with me and just helps me. I don't know. It just
Yeah.
I love that.
feels like I'm
Mhm.
talking to him again, and
I do that too
yeah.
sometimes. Like if I'm like going through like a hard thing or like something is happening that's wrong, or even if I just want to talk to him or something, I'm like,
Yeah,
what would he say
right.
right
Mhm.
now?
Yeah.
And
But just surrounding yourself with people that you love and people that love you is always the best
yeah,
because we had a great day
we
You
did
had a
have
on
a
great
great
Father's
day.
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 And it's also
Mm,
like if you're not comfortable around the people that you're around on certain days like that, it's like, oh, are they gonna think I'm weird for crying?
Mm.
Or are they gonna think do they even know that my dad is dead? Like,
Right.
like it's like be with your people, celebrate with your people, or cry with your people, do whatever you need
Or
to
laugh
do.
with your people.
Or
yeah.
laugh, like do whatever you need to do and just feel comfortable doing it. Cause if you're uncomfortable, then what's that helping? Not really.
Mhm.
So
I like that. You heard it straight from the mouths. I love it. Straight from the mouths. All right. Well, anything else?
I don't
Yeah.
know.
No?
Yeah, I don't know, just I think we've said this obviously,
Yeah.
but just make sure you're celebrating them even if it is hard. I think just finding at least something that you can do. Whether it's, we don't always have access to greenies. It's not we don't
No.
always or something like that, but like just doing something like little like for me, like I'll go on a walk like if I'm at school or something, I'll go on a walk and watch the bats and or look at the stars or something like that. Just so you can feel some sort of like
Yeah.
comfort or peace with them.
What would you say if someone was thinking, oh, it's been 4, 5, 6, 10 years since their dad died. I wonder, like they're feeling like I would like to send them a text or just say, I'm thinking about you, but they don't know if they should.
I would say, honestly, always do it because I even think about this with my friends, like, because my friends have, like, lost people in their family too, and I'm like, "Ooh, like, do they want a text from me?" But then I think about it myself, and it's like, anytime anyone's thinking about me and actually remembers the fact that I am struggling
Or
more.
could potentially be struggling, right? You don't
Yeah,
even
or
know. Yeah.
yeah, it's always nice to know that people are thinking about you, and, like, even if it's just like a "Hey, I know today's hard, love you," or, like, something like that, like,
Or even
it's
just thinking about you.
or
Right.
yeah, like,
Mhm.
anything that you wanna say, like, I would say do it. I mean, if you're not super close with them, it's a little odd, but, like
No.
I don't know, like, I would say especially if you're close with someone and you
Mhm.
and you really wanna text them, just do it.
I think you can always do it because grief doesn't go away. So
That is true.
on the day, regardless of how the person is feeling, like it's either a super helpful text, it's adding to their like maybe they're having a good day and then you say thank you and they're like, "Oh my gosh, thank you." And it's
Yeah,
just like,
Mhm.
that is
yeah.
true. Like, Dakota
It'll
texted me
always
and it
feel
was like
nice.
I was like so
Yeah.
sweet, like, it made
Mhm.
me so happy, and, like, anytime anybody texts me,
Yeah.
Yeah.
it makes me feel extra loved and supported. So
Yeah, like just someone out there is thinking about you.
yeah.
I think that's the best tip. Yeah. Always let people know that you're thinking about them
Yeah.
and sending them extra love and peace
Mhm.
and anything. Prayers
If
on a
that's
hard
what
on
you
a hard
want.
day. Yeah,
I don't
peace,
know.
prayers. Yeah.
Anything.
All right, girls. Well, thank you for coming on.
Of
I appreciate
course.
it.
Thanks for having us.
I think it was helpful. I hope it was helpful to someone. It's helpful to me to know. I'll just send you a little Instagram thing every year.
To a new group chat.
Finding joy.
My girl
Finding-
finding joy
my
in
girl-
hard days.
Hashtag Father's
joy.
Day.
Broken heart.
Broken. Done.
Oh,
All
my
right. Well,
God.
thank you all for tuning in. And yeah, if there's anything you want us to talk about, send me an email. Let me know.
Peace, love,
And we will
blessings. Bye.
talk the next time.
Bye. Okay, bye.
Bye, y'all.